You don't mess with the Black Bulls. I'm Ashley with Watch Mojo, and these are the top 10 Black Clover battles. For this list, we'll be looking at the fights across this modern shonen gem, all the way up to the end of the reincarnation arc. Get ready for spoilers and plenty of Asta's signature screams along the way. But before we get started, I'm on Twitter at AshJBo, so head over there, give me a follow, and let me know which you think is the best Black Clover battle. I'll be waiting. Number 10, Yami vs. Licht. Those that had doubts about the captain of the Black Bulls living up to his rugged, badass persona were soon singing a much different tune when they witnessed him go toe-to-toe with who we believed at the time to be Licht, and nearly dragged him down to a dismal death in the process. While the leader of the Eye of the Midnight Sun's light magic was certainly fearsome, he woefully underestimated just how lethal Yami's dark magic could be, especially when combined with that katana of his. Clover. Number 9, Mereoleona vs. Raya. Someone should have told the elves that Mereoleona Vermilion isn't so much a mage, as she is a force of nature, one more than capable of punching her way through whatever magic they throw at her. Despite being able to copy everything right down to Asta's anti-magic swords, the Third Eye finds himself completely overwhelmed by Big Sis Merio's flurry of flaming fists, every punch causing an explosion of flame magic that sends the snarky elf flying. If not for the sudden arrival of some pointy-eared backup, we have no doubt she would have roasted him. Number 8, Asta, Magna, and Vanessa vs. Ruffle. By himself, Luck is already a lightning bolt that can decimate everything with a smile. So imagine what happens when you put a psychotic elf in the driver's seat with centuries worth of rage. The result is a vengeful storm of a magic user that was strong enough to nearly zap the life out of Magna and Vanessa all by himself. However, thanks to the timely arrival of Asta, the three veteran bulls managed to band together and free their friend of the elf's hold thanks to a healthy mixture of flames, a new anti-magic sword, and weaving the threads of fate itself. Number 7, Veto vs. Black Bulls. Goes to show that even with 2 broken arms and facing the untamed wrath of the Third Eye's strongest member, Asta is still able to struggle and claw his way to victory. Inspired by his unrelenting determination, Finral and Vanessa combine their magic to create an opening for Asta to land the final strike against the despair fetish Beastman. Veto may punch hard, but he's got nothing on Asta portal jumping his way into a sword swing, one capable of cleaving its way through despair itself and putting the Eye of the Midnight Sun's little pet in his place. Number 6, Lumiere vs. Demon Licht. Taking us all the way back to the time when the Wizard King was still around, This battle proved to be both a visually stunning display of magic and mayhem, not to mention it revealed the painful sacrifices of both Lumiere and Licht. With the demon unleashed from inside Licht, all his human friend can do is release the full force of his magic to quell the beast once more, which in this instance happens to be by impaling him in the face with a giant light sword. At least we now know what that intro was all about. Number 5, Rill vs Yuno. With Aster tragically kicked out of the Royal Knight selection exam following his surprise tie against Langris, his ungodly handsome rival was left to pick up the slack, concluding with a battle against the scatterbrained yet supremely talented captain of the Aquadeer Knights. While Rill's picture magic would normally spell doom for even the most seasoned of magic users, no one counted on Yuno showing off the fruits of his labor by merging himself with the Wind Spirit Sylph. Resulting in a higher state of being capable of unleashing spirit magic. Just when you thought he couldn't get any flashier. Number 4, Aster vs Ladros. Up until this point, everyone's favourite no-magic user had relied purely on the strength of his body and his inability to accept defeat to drive him forward, all in the hope it would be enough to one day land him the mantle of Wizard King. However, against the all-consuming power of the murderous Shining General, that proved to be insufficient. Thankfully, he just so happened to find a way to tap into all that anti-magic that had been circulating in his system, becoming a one-winged warrior that quickly turned Ladros from the hunter to the hunted. Number 3, Everyone vs Devil. It's an end to the ultimate evil that had plagued both men and elves for the longest time, with none other than two Wizard King hopefuls against the devil that nearly destroyed both species in Lumiere's time. Watching Licht hold his own against his ancient enemy, Yuno being the absolute coolest with his wind magic, Sekre helping Aster to land one hell of a final strike, it all culminated into one magnificent conclusion. Though, we might have to give this one to Yami since, you know, he managed to nearly slice the devil in half with a single blow. Number 2, Julius vs Patry. The false Licht's light magic is faster than the eye can see. He shares a body with a famous magic knight who also happens to be a treasured pupil of the Wizard King. He took all these steps just for the chance to slay the beacon of humanity, and he still couldn't touch the likes of Julius Novachrono. With his time magic proving to be more than a match for Patry's inhuman speed, it looked like the Wizard King had the elf outclassed. That is, until he's forced to save Clover Kingdom from a sudden blizzard of light javelins, a moment of sacrifice that leaves himself vulnerable to a blade to the chest. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here's some honorable mentions.
壊れなさい！ぐるっと世界！ ブラックメテオライト！俺には魔力がない。だけど俺には仲間がいる！こっち来い！ヤンギルス！
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Asta and Yuno, this is Licht. Despite only being partially awakened, the original Licht's magic and sword skills turned out to be on such an astronomical level that it took the combined efforts of both rivals just to keep up. Just when you thought seeing Yuno once again activate his spirit dive and go to town with his mana zone was mesmerizing enough, along comes Asta in his black form like a bat out of hell, demon swords at the ready to hack away at the revered elf.
どうだ！アスタ後ろだ！
It may feel like it's over in a blink, but its fluidity, intensity, and the mere fact it's showcasing Asta and Yuno at their best makes this aerial assault a marvel to behold.
ライバルだ！
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Watch Mojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.